Hi. In this video, I want to read a little section, a little entry from a magazine called Our Daily Bread. And I got it at my church. They get a bundle of them and they put them out. And I admit that I used to look down on this magazine because it's printed kind of on newspaper-like paper, and it's small, and it's not like a really deep theological magazine. It's just little one-page. If you can see it, they're just little one-page statements, and it has a little Bible reading in it. And I thought to myself when I saw it, oh, that's just for people who aren't hardcore enough. That's for lightweights or something, Christian lightweights. But it's terrible. It's so embarrassing. I was watching a John Lennox debate, and I don't think it was a debate. I think it was a lecture. He was just talking. He was, yeah, that's right. It was a sermon, actually. He was preaching at a on YouTube. If you type in John Lennox's name, you'll find a lot of videos of him. Some are debates, some are him teaching, and this was a teaching video. And he said that he recommended Our Daily Bread, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's so odd. I mean, here's this Christian intellectual heavyweight mentioning Our Daily Bread, and he said, yeah, he said some people might say, well, it's so small, and he says, good, then you'll actually read it. And I thought, that's interesting. Yeah, that it is so small that you will actually sit down in a day if you're busy, if you've got a lot going on, and you'll actually read it. And so I started reading it. I took it from my church after I heard him say that. And then I started reading them, and I thought, the stories are really good. They're really, they just kind of touch your heart in a spiritual way. And then they have a scripture reading. And I thought, this is really good. This is not bad. This is not, something that's, shouldn't be appreciated because it's for, lightweights or something. I was completely wrong. I was being a snob. And so I want to just read one entry from Our Daily Bread, and I'll put the link to the Our Daily Bread website in the video description. They're great. They have, their daily devotional that comes up is on the website every day, and the scripture reading is there. And they even have a video each day that you can share, like on Facebook or whatever. And they have a little picture that you can share too. And it's great. It's a great website, and it's a great little booklet. And you can get it sent to your house actually for free. I think you should give it. They have a little section there if you click in the upper right of the screen, and it says subscribe, and you can have them mail it to your home. And it'll say, they'll do it for free if you can't afford to pay for it. They'll send it to you for free. But it has a little section that comes up that says give a gift, and I would recommend giving something, whatever you think it's worth. I guess it comes out 4 times a year, and I would recommend supporting them financially, because you don't want to be, just a taker who just, takes free stuff and doesn't support, what you're getting. So, okay, so I'll read this one. It's from Thursday, December 6th. It's called Lonely Christmas. The loneliest Christmas I ever spent was in my grandfather's cottage near Sakuga, northern Ghana. I was just 15, and my parents and siblings were 1,000 kilometers away. In previous years, when I'd been with them and my village friends, Christmas was always big and memorable. But this Christmas was quite quiet and lonely. As I lay on my floor mat early Christmas morning, I remembered a local song. The year has ended. Christmas has come. The Son of God is born. Peace and joy to everybody. Mournfully, I sang it over and over. My grandmother came and asked, "What song is that?" My grandparents didn't know about Christmas or about Christ. So I shared what I knew about Christmas with them. Those moments brightened my loneliness. Alone in the fields with only sheep and occasional predators, the shepherd boy David experienced loneliness. It would not be the only time. Later in his life he wrote, "I am lonely and afflicted." Psalm 25:16. But David didn't allow loneliness to cause him to be despondent. Instead he sang, My hope, Lord, is in you. Verse 21. From time to time, we all face loneliness. Wherever Christmas may find you this year, in loneliness or in companionship, you can enjoy the season with Christ. And then it has the name of the author, Lawrence Daramani. And then they have a little kind of a prayer or just word to God that you can say. And it says, Lord, thank you that with you I'm not alone, even in my times of loneliness. This Christmas, help me to enjoy my fellowship with you and to reach out to others. And then underneath that, it has another little statement in bold. And it says, with Jesus at Christmas, you're never alone. And then it says today's reading. It has a little box. It says today's reading. And that's Psalm 25, verses 14 through 22, if you want to look that up and read it. And then they have a little excerpt from that reading, just one verse, and it says, my eyes are ever on the Lord. Psalm 25, 15, verse 15. So that's it, titled Lonely Christmas. And it's a reading from our Daily Bread. And again, it's, the website will be linked in the video description. And I highly recommend checking it out. I highly recommend getting our Daily Bread sent to you because, as John Lennox said, it's so small that maybe you'll actually read it. So, all right. Thanks for watching.